So if you know me, you know that I absolutely love filmmaking. And even more, I love camera gear. What's in this box is a piece of filmmaking gear that I've been dying to get for years. The FEEWORLD on-camera monitor. So my very first ever actual camera was this here Canon T6. And my biggest issue with it was that it had no flip out touch screen. So to use it, I had to guess my shot, guess the focus, and hope everything was recording. Now even with some of my new cameras like my Sony and stuff, they don't have screens that I could use. And especially in 2025, I'm doing a lot more freelance work. I'm directing a short film. Everything I could ever need is in this box. And I am so excited to have it. Okay, it comes with this nice little carrying case. Well, that's really nice. Let's see what's inside. So immediately upon opening up, really protective, and I'm really glad for that. Got the nice hard shell with, it's a sun hood. So if you're shooting outside, shooting in the direct sun, this will help you actually see the camera monitor so much easier. Top zipper pouch. What do we got? FEEWORLD NPF 5500 camera monitor battery. Well, that's a nice battery. Ooh, oh, that's sick. I even have an on battery indicator to tell how charged it is. That's actually really nice. That's a feature I kind of always want with most of my camera batteries. What else we got? This is the mounting bracket. Well, that's cool. A Type-C to USB adapter. And now, time for the camera monitor. Ooh, there we go. Upon immediate inspection, this thing looks really nice. Got a bunch of buttons on the top: power, F3, F2, F1, the menu, and different select keys. HDMI in and out, and then the DC input. Battery compartment, and then mounting hardware. There we go. One thing I really like about this monitor is with one little action, turn this a little bit, and you could flip it around so you could see yourself when recording. As well as you have another cold shoe right on the side to put stuff like a microphone and whatnot. So I guess the only thing really to do is to put this on a camera and power it on. Here we go, got my Canon 60D. Monitor slides onto the hot shoe, and there we go. I really like that. It's actually that's pretty solid. And then to rotate it, yeah, there we go. The little switch right here isn't the most secure, but I mean, realistically, if you want to be able to flip it nonstop, that could be a good thing. Mine came with a HDMI to, what is that, mini or micro HDMI? I kind of wish it came with either a better adapter or a different cable, because I'm sure most new age cameras, like most Sony cameras, have micro HDMI, but I feel like most cameras for the most part do not. So I have to use one of my own, also with an adapter for most of my other cameras. Most of my cameras have, I don't know the difference between micro and mini HDMI, but in either case I have to use an adapter and a separate HDMI cord. Plug this into HDMI in. We pop a battery and an SD card in here. So let's give this a go. We first power on the monitor. There we go. Oh, that's a nice screen. Let's power on the camera. There we go. Okay. That's not bad at all. So I've been using the S55 for right about a week now, and want to go over all the good and bad things about this monitor. Firstly, using this in general is amazing. The screen is so crisp, colors immaculate. For a budget-friendly camera monitor, it shocks me at how crisp this looks. Another thing, the easy detachable sun hood, as well as easy folded up, stick in your camera bag. Amazing. Sticks on by just Velcro. There you go. Now you're shooting in the sunlight. Another thing, the battery on this thing is absurd at how good it is. The NP F550 charges via Type-C, and one thing that I personally really like about it is you have an LED indicator on the back to tell how charged it is, which they did not need to do in the slightest bit. But for the fact that they did is amazing. When I go on a shoot, I don't want to bring the monitor, put the battery in just for it to be basically dead. I want to know at a single glance if this thing is charged or not. One little button to see how charged it is amazing. On top of that, the battery life is actually way better than I thought it was going to be. I've been using this thing like crazy on my cinema rig for almost the entire week. In total, I ended it on about 30%, which for shooting non-stop is amazing. On top of that, it does have a real secure locking system. To take the battery in and out, you have to push down the button and unlock it from the actual pegs, which, I mean, to be fair, also does not seem like that big a deal. But flinging this thing around on my cinema rig, throwing it in and out of my camera bag, you would think this would fall out crazy. The locking system works, and it works great. One more thing, the case. I really didn't expect the case to be anything good, but it is solid. Nice hard edge. Zipper's great. Camera monitor sits in all secured. It's just having the zip up case for everything else, including the full metal bracket arm. If it wasn't for this protective case right here, would absolutely destroy your monitor screen. Now, some things I actually don't like about the monitor. Number one, this is very simple. This is very small. This is just a me issue. Is the included HDMI cord. Now, while I do like that it's full size to micro HDMI, none of my cameras take it. All of my cameras take either full HD or mini HDMI. So to use it, I have to get my own HDMI cord along with an adapter. Now, to be fair, if they had just included the adapter on its own, that would have made a huge difference. However, I do know that most new age cameras, like a lot of Sony mirrorless cameras, all take the micro or mini HDMI. However, that's an issue for me specifically. Another thing, the bracket itself, the cold shoe mount is on the wrong side. If this was mounted the other way around, and you had the cold shoe facing this way, so when I put the monitor on the camera and I want to attach my shotgun mic, I have to wrap the cord all the way around to the other side of the camera, eventually stretching out and wearing out your mic cords. Those were both kind of minor issues that could easily be dealt with, issues that really aren't a problem for most people. Here's the only big issue, in my opinion, the single biggest issue. Software. Now, like I was saying, monitor is crisp, colors are immaculate. Even a lot of the menu settings are pretty good. The biggest issue is image flip. Now, one huge benefit to having this monitor, specifically with this bracket, is for when you're shooting, in my case, studio content, and I want to go from sitting behind the camera to in front of the camera, I just want one easy motion to flip the monitor around. And now obviously it's a budget monitor, so you have to go into the settings to flip it, which is not that big of an issue. In doing so, it flips everything, including the menu settings, to where everything is written backwards, no matter how you view it, which is the single worst design flaw I've ever seen on a product ever. That could be so easily fixed with a software update. This monitor does support Type-C in, to what I would hope FEEWORLD brings out some sort of software update to be able to fix that. If it wasn't for that issue alone, this would, in my eyes, be the perfect camera monitor. However, excluding that one severe issue alone, this camera monitor is amazing. Budget friendly. For $100, you get the entire filmmaking kit. Now, I'm personally, my channel is all about studio shoots, me and my friends hanging out, having fun. This is a huge addition to my arsenal. And even coming up, recurring viewers of this channel know I want to direct a short film, any kind of film. So having my cinema rig, including the camera monitor, really changes the game. So thank you, FEEWORLD, for putting out this monitor. It is truly a work of art. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. On top of FEEWORLD's, please get cracking on that software update. Doing so will make this the perfect camera monitor. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section below, and I love you guys to death. And don't forget, stay green.